Okay, let's see here. Today is Wednesday, September 15th. It is 12:20 a.m. and this is an experiment episode 22. I believe. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it's episode 22. Let me check. Yes, episode 22. So, interesting point today. Um, I was sitting on my couch and watching Netflix, and there was a flash. I was in, and there was a question, or basically what the flash was me working on the book I'm writing, me working on my book, um, and in that moment, uh, I felt this overwhelming like pulse of like this is one of those defining moments when you choose one thing or another. In that moment, uh, I thought, what is more important, watching Austin Powers or doing some work on my book? And then when that question arose, I had two visions. One of them was what would happen after I finished writing the book. And the other was what would happen if I didn't finish writing the book. And when I compared those two, I was like, you know what? I'm going to shut off Netflix right now. I'm going to do some work on this book and then I can come back to it later. And that's exactly what I did. As much as I'd been dying to watch Austin Powers for like months now. I don't know why. But it's been a while. I've wanted to revisit. It's really funny too. Um, and this was the first time I'd seen it. I'd searched for it on Netflix for the last few months too, and I actually saw it pop up, and I was like, hell yeah, I get to finally watch Austin Powers. Um, Outside of actually buying a copy of it. Anyway, what the ultimately what I had to choose was, do I want to watch Austin Powers on Netflix or do I want to finish this book? And it was like, if I continue to watch Austin Powers, then I'm picking the path where I don't finish the book. And if I stop watching Austin Powers, then I'm picking the path to finish the book. And it's like, you can pretend like you have a choice, but you don't have a choice because you've already committed to one of those two paths. And you pick the path that you were committed to. Fortunately for me, the path that I was committed to was writing the book. So I reinforced that kind of process, right? What's more important, this or that? And then creating a getting in a place where there's no gray zone. It's like, fuck, I have to do this, right? I'm doing it for me. Um, I'm just glad that I actually did that. It says something to me about myself, right? When I talk about the mirror, what are you being shown, right? What am I teaching myself in that moment? And I say, you know what? What's more important right now is going to your office, sitting down in front of your computer, and doing work on the book. That's like there's no choice. When you have that moment of clarity of I'm comparing this against that, there is no choice. You'll do whatever your program is. Yeah. Are you going to stay where you're at, or are you going to try to advance yourself? What it comes to. And then so I did that, and I started sitting down to work on it, and it was like I got this download. Excuse me. It's like I got this energetical download, and I caught a blind spot, and then it felt like I got an energetic download, um, like just a eureka moment. But I'd realized I'd realized is that one of the things that I really wanted to do, more than anything else, was to be a public speaker, go on stage and do speeches about personal development, ideally to kids, um, or adolescents that don't really, you know a whole lot about much of any of that. Although it's becoming more and more available now than it was before, but still, it's new territory. Catch 'em young, catch 'em early. When there's still time. Earlier you catch it, the more time you have. Unfortunately. Um, hmm, that hit. That hit. Yeah, just a bunch of insights. What I realized the blind spot was I've just been thinking about coaching and online marketing and all this stuff, and I just like totally lost sight of doing anything related to public speaking. Probably part of that is because global pandemic. Uh, man, what a time to be alive! I'll tell you what. What a time to be alive. Half the world thinks it's the return of the Nazis. The other half of the world thinks that the people that think it's the return of the Nazis are fucking crazy. Uh, it's basically what's going on right now. Yeah, what a time to be alive. But I had that breakthrough. I had that insight, and it was like this whole new vision was being like recreated for me, and it was basically me writing this book, um, and then turning the book into some sort of presentation that I can give to schools, colleges, businesses, whatever. Um, and then maybe get clients from that. Who knows? But having that pathway, that progression, that feels so much more authentic to me. Like I see that marketing strategy is, um, it like let me post a bunch of stuff and try to sell something to people that they haven't experienced by using Facebook as a tool. I get it. I mean, but um, it's, I don't know. I think the better way to do this is, yeah, publish the book, get speaking engagements from it, and go from there. Go from there. Get the book the fuck out of me. Yep, it's got to come out. Hmm. It's talked about this before, as I think about this, there was the experience I had with a cult, not so long ago, and a lot of some of the stuff was, personal development related, and um, as all of them are, that's how they get you in. Um, is feeling good and optimistic about the future, and they're the ones that are going to help you get there. Anyway, um, lots of those experiences, or lots of those kinds of things that I learned were things that I already kind of believed to be true. And I was in ultimately it got to a place of what is me and what is not, and that there's an inherent mix. um but ultimately I made the right choice in that moment. Am I going to finish the book or not finish the book? Those were the two choices that it boiled down to. And I chose finish the book. Committed, got a breakthrough, the new direction. Write a book, finish a book, get speaking engagements from it, and build from there. Enroll clients. Bada bing, bada boom. That's about it. That's how it works. Um, that's the new plan. Because even if I look, even if I charged $1,000 per appearance, which is freaking nothing. It is like $1,000 to give a presentation. That's nothing. I want to touch on that for a second too, because this really irks me. When somebody is like, "We'll pay you $100 for a 1 hour speech," and it's like, what? No. Like, why? What? It's just an hour and you're just talking. It's like, you're not. It's not just me talking for an hour though. You're getting a lifetime of knowledge, insight, and wisdom, and you think that's worth $100 an hour? You can fuck off. um, Bit aggressive there, huh? Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts about that, obviously. Anyway, that's the plan. That's so authentic to me, so in alignment with me. It's gonna be good. I feel like I have more clarity and more of a clear direction than I've had this entire time. It's like simple. Finish the book, get speaking engagements. That's my that's my business plan for the next month and a half. Next month and a half, my business plan is write a book and land speaking engagements. Fuck, I could even start reaching out to people about speaking engagements. Or at least start looking into how to get a hold of those people. And then once the book is published, then I can let's make it more insane. So yeah, get a list of who I could market it to or sell it to, that, or at least sell the idea to hire me to do a thing. I mean, because yeah, if even if I got, you know, for a month at $2,000, even if I got for a month at $1,000, I'd be no, it's not. Well, I'm trying to like guesstimate my rate of growth with how much money I've made and how much money I haven't made yet, but I'm going to make. So we keep telling ourselves, right? No, there's something interesting about the exponential curve. Is that for the longest while, it seems like nothing is happening, then bam. For the longest while, it looks like incremental, right? It's only incremental until it becomes exponential. Yeah, I'm feeling really good about this. Feeling really good about this. We'll see what happens. This is an experiment, episode 22. Today's Wednesday, September 15th at 12:36 a.m. I'm going to get some sleep. I'll catch you later.